back to the Beard Bros podcast. Hope you guys are having a good day, man. It's the weekend, about to go back to the work week. Holidays are all put behind us. I want to start off by giving a shout out to our sponsor, Matt Manny. Hope he's doing well. I haven't checked up on his sales or anything. I need to follow up. But please go stream his music, iTunes, Spotify, anywhere you can stream music from. Go show him some love. He's a local artist, hip-hop, 13 songs. Lord have mercy. Go cop the CD or at least listen to it. I think you'll like it. On that note, we're bringing in a good buddy of mine, Billy Quitos. What's up?
What's up, my guy?
If you guys have been watching for some time, you guys are the legends that have started off from the beginning. You see, Billy's been on before. I don't know, what episode were you on?
Was it 7 or 10? It was 10.
It was. Oh yeah, we did 10. So
Okay,
10 was ours. So dang, it's been like 40 something videos later. He's our first returning guest.
But I'm back.
He's back. There's only one reason he's back though. We didn't want him
because everybody wanted to see me on the podcast. I thought.
Okay.
Oh shit! Did I just go?
Okay, so we have a fantasy football league.
Great fucking league.
One of the best leagues I've ever played in. Super competitive. If you're not on your toes, you're gonna finish last.
He's gonna be right here with me and Billy.
And
10 and 9.
the rules were, I'm the league manager, so I'm not one to, like, I guess I don't want losers just to lose. I like losers with the consequence. That way you don't want to lose.
That way, you want to do good.
Exactly. So one of the league members, shout out Byron, we had all voted on a punishment. He came up with what we called a Cocksicle. And I'm not sure. Let's hold it up. Let's see. Let's give Billy his Cocksicle. I don't know, man. I feel like we could have done better. It's yours. Go for it.
If you need to put it down.
Yeah, if you need to. It's basically I just got a condom.
Shout out to Trojan.
Put some pickle juice and that was it. I don't know how hard if it's gonna hold up. Like
it's pretty solid. I picked it up.
Sure?
It
feels pretty solid.
It feels solid. Fuck when I
feels solid. So he's gonna enjoy that during the episode. We'll see how long it lasts. Is it good?
I mean, it should be good.
It's really good, actually. I don't feel so bad now that I lost.
I mean, what's pickle juice good for? Cramping?
Yeah.
Cramping. You stay hydrated during sports.
Oh, there you go. So he's getting a little bit of stuff from it. It's not the worst.
That's just funny.
So on that note, that's kind of why he's here. We're going to talk about other stuff, but just wanted to give you a reason why he's just randomly eating a popsicle. Which, honestly, it doesn't even look that bad. So I kind of think I did a bad job on my part.
Yeah. And you know what? Not to say that you should have put a rubber band to squeeze to make a little...
Like a head?
Basically, yeah.
It was hard, though, because all I did was, open the condom, threw juice in there. I, Jimmy rigged it in a little cup so it could stay, afloat, and it could freeze in the freezer.
Yeah, it was...
it probably would have been... I don't know how.
And be careful, because that's a kebab stick,
yes,
so it's got a little point at the end. That's all I had. So, but on that, that's what that's all about. He lost in our league.
It was close. It was 5 of us could have lost. It was me, him, DQ, Cody. It was 4 of us. It was 4 of us that could have
4 out of 10. And it's funny because on the flip side, if you've ever played fantasy football, out of those 4, probably 2 of them could have still made the playoffs late into the season.
Yeah, it was he wasn't bad. It was just... Everybody was just a little bit better. I mean, he was still. I think all of us were.
Slurping.
All of us was still good until week 14, week 15.
I figured it would.
Week 13 was probably the week when everybody realized who's the bottom.
Yeah, it was fun. This is like the saddest part of any year that I always tend to go through. It's just. It's not like I'm not a fan of other things, and it's not like I don't have a life to do other things.
Football.
But it is football.
It's the funnest part of the sports.
Yeah, I like hockey, but
I love hockey.
I don't take to it the way that I do football.
I love baseball. I love basketball.
Hockey's how many games? Fucking.
Well, that's what I think I appreciate the most is the fact that football you literally get like a total of like 22 games.
Yeah.
And on top of that, you're only getting like 16 guaranteed of your own team. Like, you know, you got people that are fans of other teams that, you know, they're not looking so good going into the season to get it anyways.
Like
so it's
the Bengals were like, everybody knew.
Yeah, like the Bengals weren't going to be there. You kind of seen like the Redskins weren't going to be there. The Giants probably weren't going to be there.
Giants had an upside, but it was like a small upside. It's like an 8% chance they could have won that division.
Yeah, and then you have disappointing teams. Like, honestly, like my two most of honestly, it was Cleveland.
Oh, yeah.
And it was Dallas.
There was a lot of hype going in with Cleveland. Everybody said
Cleveland made. Yeah, I guess that was. I had Cleveland up too. Atlanta was a real big.
I don't feel like they were.
You picked them to win the division.
I did, but at the same time, they weren't like.
They have a dominating offense.
I don't feel like they had what it really took to be like a front runner of the playoffs, though.
Well, let me get y'all's opinion on this. What did y'all think about the Ravens? Did y'all think they would come out strong?
I thought they would be good. I didn't think they'd be that good.
I think they were 9-6, maybe.
I think I picked the Ravens. Maybe not.
We both picked Cleveland.
You picked Cleveland?
I watched the video over.
Of his?
No,
Urs?
When we did
we had, I don't even want to say it, but might as well put it out there. So we're talking today, and when was on, we were making predictions of divisions, and we're Super Bowl. And this fool decided, he picked, who'd you pick? Jags and Dallas?
I picked Jags and Dallas.
In the Super Bowl. I picked the Colts and Cowboys, and he picked the Packers and the Titans.
Did he?
Yeah, and we all said if any of us get it completely right, like both teams make it, the other two people will pay that person $50. So we're already out.
So he has a virgin. If they beat Atlanta or Baltimore, then they beat.
I don't see that happening, if I'm being honest, but
it could.
It's there.
It's
the possibility's there. I don't think they beat Baltimore. Not traveling after.
Maybe they get that what is it called, like the heroic like victory after beating Tom Brady and the Philadelphia. Maybe they get that jump start. It's like, oh, we can do whatever we fucking want now. Like we can beat whoever we want.
So where does this take Brady now?
He's done.
You think he's done? Okay.
I think he retires if they don't sign him again.
I don't think so.
Because I saw that he didn't want to take a pay cut, right? Did y'all see that?
Yeah, he's not taking a pay cut.
So
he's the best player on that team.
So what do you think what do you think about the options of him going to a new team?
He ain't going anywhere.
I think
Phillip Rivers is out. Do y'all think he's out, or y'all think he's
out?
Ooh, a Charger team? Mm-hmm. Would that be fire? I was thinking an NFC team. I think he was going to go to the NFC.
No, I don't think he goes anywhere. It's like Kobe, you know. You got your like Jordan. You don't go to other teams.
Well, see, and that's my point. That's my thoughts. Like, man, he's done. He's already sold himself as a GOAT. But then it's like he's like, so what's left for me? What if you go to another team and just prove that? Like, you know, I just won another championship.
I was thinking the same thing.
Like, I mean, Brady is the most competitive person I've ever seen.
Like Peyton Manning, like was it Montana that got thrown out too?
Yeah, but also none of them were in their 40s trying to play quarterback.
That's true.
Peyton was old.
Yeah, but he wasn't like 43. He's gonna be 43 this year.
He's still putting up good numbers.
I don't feel like he didn't. You know, the last two playoff games he didn't throw a touchdown. That's the Super Bowl and yesterday. He's not done that since his first two playoff games ever. That was a stat they had.
He might be done then. I didn't know that. I didn't know that was a stat.
Plus,
I respect him enough. I think he respects himself enough that he knows he can probably still play for at least one.
I think he thinks that too, but I think he only thinks that for New England. Why would he risk his legacy?
By going somewhere else.
Yes.
He has 6 championships. He don't give a fuck.
No,
Jordan has 6 rings.
And you look dumb.
It's like,
he looked dumb. That's why Kobe didn't do it.
They don't really remember the Wizards.
But you do. Everybody remembers that he went to the Wizards.
Cool.
It's like Shaq. You remember he went to the Suns and Cleveland and Boston.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you shouldn't have done that. You should. Like, the Heat was the one good move. You should have left it at that and then left out.
But yeah, I feel like he wants to do like Peyton did. Like, why don't try it?
He don't have the time. There's the difference is,
but
you have to go a team that's ready.
Like Chargers.
I don't think the Chargers are ready, man.
They not, but they could be if they have a quarterback. Phillip Rivers holds them back a lot. Melvin Gordon's good, Eckler's good, and their receiving core is fantastic, and their tight end's perfect.
So you think that's the move, and then he's in LA.
I like that idea right there.
They also mentioned whenever like LeBron went to Miami and then he was fixing to go back to Cleveland. They had there was moving trucks, and his house was up for sale, and everybody was like, "Oh, but he's gonna stay in Miami." And then all of a sudden, he ended up going back to Cleveland. Well, right now, Tom Brady's house is up for sale in Boston. Stuff's going on, and they're like, he's probably out.
Either retiring and moving to Cali to say, "Fuck, I want to be in the good ass sun," or he's just like, "I'm going somewhere else. I want to try my luck." Indianapolis, fuck it, let's go.
Colts are
I don't feel like the Colts are good either. Ty hasn't been healthy. They don't have a second guy. Pascal looked okay.
Even Tampa wouldn't be bad.
They're gonna give Winston another chance. They said they're gonna give him one more year.
If Tom Brady's on that fucking market and he's like Tampa,
so you're basically saying anyone that wants him, he'll as long as they want him, it don't matter who's in the way right now.
It don't matter.
As long as he commits, they're committed to Brady more.
Even if it was motherfucking
But it's you're maybe getting 1 year.
One good year of a Brady. If everybody would want a Brady on their team.
But you're gonna pay him max money
for a year. That's fine.
I don't know. That doesn't sound like a good.
That's like signing DeMarcus Lawrence to 4 year and you have him on his last year. It's it's fine. It's cool. It's kind of alright to that point.
I just don't think he's gonna do it.
I don't know. I want him to. I want him to just try it. Fuck it.
I don't think he will because I think he's smart enough to sit there and say
he should have retired when he won that Super Bowl last year. Huh?
Yeah, he would have went on top.
Ray Lewis and all the rest of the fucking players. Not all the rest, but
not everybody. Not everybody retires on top.
Like Peyton.
Peyton didn't.
He did another year.
Oh yeah, he did one more. He did. He came. Did he come back? No, he was done.
After that.
Yeah, he retired that year that he won against.
I was gonna say Ray Lewis and Peyton did it right. They did it
against Carolina. He retired.
So
I don't know, man. I've seen too many Brett Favre, Joe Montana, all these quarterbacks
prolong their career.
Yeah, and it just didn't work out for the best.
The only one that, like I said, Peyton Manning was the only one that prolonged his career and did something kind of nice with it. It did one championship, I guess. He won one, but he did something. All right.
He did okay.
Because Brett Favre, what was he?
He set the record, though, for the most touchdowns thrown in a season, Peyton Manning. That one of the years. Not the year he won. The year they lost to Seattle.
Then it got broke to this year, didn't he? By Drew Brees?
No, that's all time.
I'm
talking in a single season. He threw 55 touchdowns.
What did Tom Brady get? 53?
I think that's what it was. Or 54.
He got 50-something.
That was with Randy Moss. No, I'm sad, man. It sucks because...
I'm not. You know why? We got a new member to the Cowboys.
Who?
Bear Kaiser. He's a Cowboy fan now.
No, he's dumb.
Yeah, so he's once Brady's done, I'm done. I'm going to the Cowboys, so it's fine to reach.
But he's not done yet.
So what y'all's thoughts on Garrett?
They just announced.
I know. I saw
the middle of the halftime was
that
official. So their top line was Urban Myers, the dude from OU, Mike McCarthy.
Yeah.
They had a couple. I think it was 5 dudes.
You think it was a good move or a bad move?
It was a move needed.
9 years.
Good or bad, it had to happen. It was the one thing you could afford to do that gives you potential of maybe being better.
Yeah. It's like being Mike Tomlin, bro, and he does 9 years, no championships, 2 playoff wins. How would you feel? You're
right now, if I were you guys, I'd be pretty happy because you guys have Roethlisberger committing to another year. Cause
he does, but and I didn't mean to cut you off, but here's my opinion: is that I think Roethlisberger getting hurt was a blessing in disguise because we now realize we got no backup.
But what's screwed up is y'all went and got Minka, which he's a phenomenal player. Right. He is one of the best.
I was say, hold on,
it just sucks because. But see, that's something that somebody was mentioning, a professional analyst. He was like, "Do you not realize the quarterbacks that are taken later in the rounds? Russell Wilson 3rd round, Dak Prescott 4th round, Roethlisberger 6th round, Tom Brady 6th round. Yeah. You got quarterbacks that are getting taken later that are more promising than these early guys, Alex Smith.
When did Jackson get drafted? 2nd, 3rd?
The very last pick of the 1st round.
Okay, that's perfect. He got drafted 4 quarterbacks after him, though.
Yeah, it was Patrick Mahomes. Oh, no. It was
Josh Allen,
Wentz. Sam Darnold, Wentz, and then him.
Yeah, I was that's pretty good.
No, there wasn't. Did Trubisky go before him, too?
Rosen, too. Josh Rosen was on that same fucking draft.
Same draft.
Trubisky, though.
Jackson's only been here 2 seasons. This is the second season.
Oh, I think I
This
just talked
was
about
last
Mahomes.
year.
Okay.
And no, Mahomes
And
was
Rosen was the year before because Kyler Murray was the
Oh,
replacement
maybe
for
then.
Remember?
But I'm just saying, like,
There's a few quarterbacks before that.
but when you're put up there like Cam Newton, Jameis Winston, and stuff, like that's
fuck, man.
it's like
I hate to say
I
it.
just rather go and I'm not saying he's really good, but I feel like the team that drafted him later, they knew what they were doing. Like, okay, so Washington, and when they drafted RG3 right off the bat, number 2 or whatever, but in the 4th or 5th round they got Kirk Cousins. Why would you do that? Because they knew something.
Kirk Cousins showed out today. Shout out.
That was his first real game.
He really did. I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, but that's what I mean is there's potential in later rounds. Go get you
And
somebody.
develop them how you want to really.
Well, like you could go get a running back early,
Yeah.
or you could get an offensive lineman
DB.
early.
Speaking of running back, I heard Lev Bell wants out of the Jets.
No, he said he tweeted.
You know what? You know the reason he wants to get out of there? Because the coach is like, so what do you think about Le'Veon Bell? He's like, he's on the team for 4 years. It don't matter. He's staying here. And then Le'Veon put on Twitter with the eyes like the little eye emojis, like, Jesus Christ. Like, because the coach
Again,
kind of
it's
said
the business.
Coach
That's what I mean.
Shit.
You got your guys that understand the business part.
I wouldn't be surprised if he goes back to Pittsburgh. I wouldn't be
Nah,
surprised.
I wouldn't see that move coming.
I don't see him going back there. He'd probably go to Seattle.
Fuck.
They need a back. Lynch is too old. Their backs keep.
I hate to
getting-
keep saying him, but Tampa needs a back. They don't.
Tampa's not attractive.
I'm
It's like going to Miami. Yeah, I'm in South Beach, but yeah, I'm on the Dolphins.
That's true.
Like that's just not a place I want to be. People that are good, they like Odell Beckham. He don't want to be in Cleveland, not because of Cleveland,
Where do you think
but
he's going?
because
He's
he's
going
not
somewhere.
winning.
Where do you think he's going? He's going somewhere.
I think he's gonna end up in probably LA somewhere, either the Chargers or
I
the
think
Rams.
he's going to the Green Bay
He ain't going Green
or
Bay.
San Fran.
He might go to San Francisco.
Those two.
I would honestly see him in San Francisco
Pats or San Fran.
because he's mentioned the Bay.
Yeah,
That's
likes
where he
the
wants
Bay.
to be.
He likes the Bay. It's because it's social media frenzy over there. It's like everything you can
You
do.
think the NFL is turning into the NBA,
Yeah,
where guys can demand where they want to go?
absolutely.
I think to a certain point.
People are gonna stop doing
A little bit.
4-year, 5-year things and doing like 3s, 2s, like the NBA. People do 2 years, 3 years. They don't do the 6, 5s. Like unless you're LeBron, KD, and them, you don't really do the 5.
You don't do fives,
'Cause
really.
Kawhi Leonard didn't sign 5. He signed like 3. He
Yeah.
didn't sign very much.
I don't mind stars wanting to play with other good teams because that's the thing about the NFL. NBA, you can have 1 or 2 guys, and that's
Still
enough to
be
get you
trash.
go all the
Right.
way.
It'd still be garbage. You
But-
only 2 players on the NBA.
But for the most part, you're competitive, and you're probably looking at like
10 to 1 seed.
you're in the playoffs probably.
You're good.
NFL, you can put Odell could go to San Fran, and they're gonna probably be the best team again. But if
That
he
Seattle
were
team's
to,
hard.
if you were to go to like let's say,
LA.
Oh, look where they're
Rams.
at now in Cleveland.
let's see, hold on.
You
Like
can't-
the Raiders, they're like on the outside looking in. Like they weren't bad, but
need
they
a
weren't.
quarterback.
How they are going to get rid of Carr?
They need to.
I don't think so.
I heard that
I don't
somewhere.
think that's their problem, man. They're
Somebody
still
at work told me that.
they're
actually.
still developing. If you had 10
I
years,
hate Carr.
then I say take your time. Make sure you do it because if you rush and get it wrong, you've already wasted like 3 of the 10 years. Yes, you got 7 years, but
You got a point.
you have to take your
You got a
time.
point.
Like that Khalil Mack trade, I think it's working out for them. They got Josh Jacobs.
Which is
They were
right.
able to get a couple of offensive linemen, which their line was one of the best in the league. And who they got that cornerback, but he got hurt from Alabama.
Yeah.
I don't remember his name, but either way,
Do you think? I'm sorry to cut you off again. Do you think that Seattle, San Francisco division is going to be the best division going forward in this decade? with the Rams.
They got the best quarterbacks.
Because the Rams are in that division too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Rams, them, and Seattle.
I always look at quarterbacks. You can only go as far as your quarterback goes.
Almost. Ooh, it is on the kebab stick. I almost dropped it. I'm almost there.
You got
almost
Golf, you got Jimmy, you got Kyler Murray, and you got Russell Wilson.
I'm gonna be honest. I know everybody's gonna say
Kyler
something,
Murray.
but I'm excited to see what happens next weekend with Jimmy G. I don't like
You don't
everybody.
like him?
I'm not saying I don't like him. I
Yeah, I
just
thought you were going that way.
think he has to prove something.
That's true because so does Jackson. So does Mahomes.
Jackson got eliminated in one game last year.
So does Mahomes. I mean,
Mahomes
they
got eliminated in the AFC Championship, so he at least got to the championship.
Jimmy G technically is in his prime. He's like what 25.
No, he's older than that. He sat behind what's his name for
Yeah, I'm
15
saying
years.
he's technically in his prime.
That's what I'm saying, though.
He has to prove himself.
And his record is really good when
Who they
starting.
They play.
They play Minnesota.
Oh, that's easy. Sorry.
I don't know, man. I
don't
even
like
said it
Minnesota.
before the playoffs started. I said Minnesota's the one team that's a hard out. Their defense is solid, and when their offense is good, their offense is
The
good.
only thing that's holding him back is that QB position.
Yeah,
QB
bro,
one
but
is-
look, he played good today, and look how
But
good
he
they look.
has to play good. If he don't
Well,
play
yeah,
good,
that's every
it's
team.
It's like Tennessee. If Derrick Henry don't run for 100 plus, they might lose.
That's not true. Like
You
like
trust
Tennessee.
Tannehill?
Tennessee is on their own thing, but you got because they're not gonna. I'm not okay. I'm gonna go and I might bite my tongue later, but Tennessee ain't making playoffs next year. Not with Tannehill. I'm sorry. You could sign Tannehill. Tannehill's been in the league for however many years. Fitzpatrick's done the same stuff. Look at Case Keenum. He took Minnesota all the way to NFC Championship. Now he's nowhere.
You know what's going to help them? It's like when Minnesota had Adrian Peterson. That running back is a monster. Brown, a
But
monster.
they never did anything.
AP?
Yeah.
Did they make the playoffs a few times?
They made a playoffs, but that's it.
I mean,
That's-
Tennessee's not going to beat Baltimore. I'm sorry. As much as I want them to,
That's
just
what
because
I'm-
fuck it, because I like to see some underdog shit.
well, that's what I'm saying. When
They're
you got
not
a
beating
quarterback,
Josh Jackson.
I don't care. Your team
Lamar
is going to
Jackson.
be in it.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
I was trying to put out that I'm done with that thing. Finally, so.
He's
But-
done.
Was it good?
Just
Yeah, I got it
saying,
on me too when I was taking the fucking cotton
It's
ball.
cool. It wasn't like the best structured.
We'll figure it out.
I
Season
needed a
two.
napkin or two, but I think it was
Season?
good.
Oh my bad. I should have grabbed it when I was on there.
Well, now I can get more involved in these talking. I was trying to eat the stupid bowl.
Yeah, because it looked like it was just falling apart on you.
But yeah, bro, I feel like that San Fran division is gonna be the best division in the league. It's gonna be one of those. It's gonna be like the NFCs. You never know who's gonna win it, but we suck in that division. It's like you never know who's gonna win that division. And two of them are gonna make the playoffs year in and year out for the whole decade.
They are the most, like, when it comes to quarterbacks, I think they have the solid 4.
4.
Like, all 4 of them are good.
Kyler Murray's a decent little rookie.
So rumors have it that prior to the Saints game, Sean Payton was considering Dallas, at least hearing them out. And then there was rumors speculated that if they were to be eliminated the first game, would he really consider leaving? Like, is it time?
Yeah.
They've not done anything in like 10 years.
Since 2009, I think that's
Yeah.
the last session.
So,
the whole decade they lost.
There's a possibility of him leaving.
Sean Payton?
Would you want Sean Payton?
I don't know, man.
I don't think I want Sean Payton. I don't want somebody that you know what they're gonna do. You know, like people see.
But everybody knows what everyone's going to do.
I don't,
Belichick has defense.
Speaking of knowing what people are gonna do y'all think Lamar Jackson's gonna be as good next year as he is this year?
yeah, I think he develops his throwing more.
Or is he gonna be kind of like RG3 who came out
Well, he hasn't got hurt.
right?
That's the difference. And he is bigger than RG3.
He's smart.
But-
He's smarter. He's more of a veteran quarterback now as a rookie. It's
I'm
kinda
going
hard
to say,
say.
you know what, man? Quarterbacks now, I think they're going to be short-lived like running backs. I
yeah.
don't think you're going to get the longevity of like a Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Drew Brees. I think
Look
you're
at,
going to get good 10 years maybe, and that's about
Look
it.
at Cam Newton. He's a perfect example. Great running quarterback, but he's out of the job. He's out of the job.
Pretty much done.
Yeah.
Josh Allen runs like him. Lamar runs, but he's going to get popped eventually.
Yeah, I think he's
one injury away from
Dak is the same way. Kyler Murray.
Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz just keeps getting hurt.
That play was kind of fluky.
It doesn't matter.
It was kind of fluky.
When you're injury prone, you're injury prone.
Right, because I was like, yeah.
He's kind of fluky. That was
Has he had one?
that could happen to
season, though?
anybody.
But it always happens to Wentz.
It's not like he got injured. He got a concussion.
Oh, that's not injury?
He got taken out of the game.
Yes.
I guess that's what you want to say. He get taken out of the game.
Exactly.
That's why I told somebody, I was like, if Carson Wentz could stay on that field, I think I'll win 3-4 championships this decade. Easily.
Him and he's got to have a core.
If he can set it. How many years has he stayed on for a full season?
1.
I think
I didn't even think it had been that many.
He's really good. He's a really good quarterback.
He's good,
I
just
wish he would
injury
stay
prone.
healthy.
Nope. And I think he's going to be a short-lived quarterback.
Yeah.
I think Philly should seriously start looking somewhere else. They should probably inquire about Nick Foles.
I was like, do you think that was a big mistake? Is letting go of Foles?
If Nick Foles is in today, they win that game.
Josh McCown was looking like a goat. Is that who the
Yeah.
I think that's who their quarterback was.
Yeah.
I was like, Foles looking like a beast.
I mean, it looked like a beast,
That
but he
fool
was playing
He was
good.
making throws that
Okay,
decent quarterbacks like Jameis Winston wouldn't even make.
Oh, nah.
Winston
led the league
Interceptions.
in yardage.
Interceptions, touchdowns, and yardage. Come on, man.
I don't know, man. You give Nick Foles a chance right there, I think they win.
Yeah, I think they win.
They win probably today. Because I'm going to say...
Even if they had a Driscoll on their backup, I think they win.
No.
Yeah, he's better than McCown. McCown's 40 and he ran 5 times for 25 yards. Driscoll's twice as fast as that fucker.
I don't know. I look at the league and I just feel like it's... What's popular now is the wide receivers.
Oh, my God.
If you have wide receivers... Your team could be potentially really good.
Like Tennessee, they don't have a great, but they have Corey Davis, that's all right, and they have A.J. Brown, that's
And they have that
really
tight
good.
end, Smith.
They have really good receivers that know how to route run. It's technique that no one really does. Technique-wise, they're pretty much stout. They're probably the top route runners. Corey Davis don't he don't run a 40 very fast. But his route running to get open.
If I had to pick a wide receiver core right now in the playoffs, that's pretty good. I'd have to probably pick Kansas City. Saints are out.
Oh, they lost.
Kansas City.
Kansas
City has Tyreek Hill, Sammy Watkins, and Kelsey.
I'm picking Seattle. DK and my nigga Lockett easily.
No.
Easily.
Lockett's small.
And he runs good routes.
No, I'm not picking Lockett over a tight end and Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill is as fast.
I say
Just as fast.
I thought he was
But
the
you're not
fastest
gonna-
in the
okay.
NFL.
And then you got Sammy Watkins.
Hill with Hill Metcalf right there. Metcalf's best. He's like a beast, dog. And then you have Tyler Lockett's just like Sammy Watkins. He can't run a good route, but he's fast.
Okay, but then where's Kelsey?
You don't have a Kelsey.
Exactly.
But we're talking about receivers. We're not talking
That's a
about,
receiving core. That's a guy going out for a pass.
Then you have fucking what's his name? What's the tight end for the fucking?
Seattle?
Yeah, they have.
Oh, the Hollister?
Yeah, he's not.
He's not even that good. You're not going to compare Kelsey to Hollister.
So you're comparing fucking Sammy Watkins to Tyler Lockett.
No, I'm talking Hill and Tyler Lockett.
Then you're comparing DK Metcalf to fucking Sammy Watkins.
No, I would take Kelsey and DK.
So then you're
And then I'm
comparing-
saying Sammy Watkins is
and
better than
Hollister.
anyone else you have on Seattle.
Okay, I respect that. Hollister's not like a DK Metcalf.
No.
Like a Sammy Watkins.
No, he's not.
So they have one better player.
But that's a lot. And
Yeah,
Sammy Watkins doesn't suck.
Their running back's not better.
Who do they got? Marshall Lynch that ran like 5 times for 11 yards and 1 touchdown?
They have Turbin.
That's not that
They have
good.
Penny, and they have
Penny's hurt. Turbans sucks. They got some random dude now.
But dude with the M though.
I don't know who they have.
Yeah,
I forget
yeah.
his name.
My bad.
So
They
who's
have
left?
now.
You got Vikings going to San Fran.
Vikings has a good receiving core.
That is probably the best team.
I was about to say they have a good receiving core.
I didn't think about them.
Diggs didn't even go off
Houston,
today.
too.
Didn't even have a catch today.
I don't
Diggs,
know.
yeah, he had a few. He had the 3.
I just know That's the team to watch out for.
That's a dangerous team.
Because when Cook is running good, that allows what's his name to play action.
Right.
And that's what.
Thielen, Diggs, Cook. That's bad. Now they're
All right. So what was y'all's take on the very last call? Do y'all think that should have been an offensive pass interference call?
Should
The end zone.
Should have been.
I thought so too. I thought.
Yeah.
It should have
OT?
been. But it's I'm sorry.
They let the
but
game
the
play.
Saints keep letting it go into the ref's hands. Like even if they don't, if they call it, okay, it's third down again. You probably it's only like a 10-yarder, so you're backed up to the 15. You maybe get another chance at the end zone. Maybe you don't convert it. You get the field goal.
Yeah.
And your defense is playing good.
But they weren't calling anything the whole game. I'm not going to call that pussy ass foul right there.
It was a penalty. I'll say that. It was a penalty.
I agree that whether it be big or small, I agree it was a penalty too.
But the Saints
they weren't calling nothing though. That's the fucked up part about the Saints. They play a hard game and they never get there's no calls ever called in a Saints game.
When the Saints don't take advantage of opportunities, I can't sit there but blame
when
themselves.
You have Drew Brees on your team and Michael
You're
Thomas.
supposed to be better than that.
You think they move on from Drew Brees?
Nah,
no way.
Not after this season. I thought before
Michael Thomas and Kamara in their prime.
But okay, look, who are you gonna put? Teddy Bridgewater? I'm sorry, he's not better than Drew Brees.
He's more of a new era quarterback that you
he
need.
sucks. That's why he's not made it work anywhere he's gone. He made it work for 4 or 5 games or whatever it was. Oh wow. Everyone has look at Nick Foles, he put it together for 6 games. Look at Case Keenum, he put it up for 5 games. Ryan Fitzpatrick, look, Hodges was on a roll. You got these quarterbacks that can do it, but once you get film on them and you're able to study their techniques, boom. True professional defensive minds, they're like, why didn't we notice this earlier?
See, that's why I was thinking about Lamar Jackson. Once people are studying this, but then you would think it's 16 weeks in the season. They would have
16 plus half of last year.
Right.
Yeah, so. He's not really changed his motive. His MO is pretty much in the box. You know what he's going to do.
I'm interested in seeing him because the last game they played was week 16, and he got a little banged up. Ingram rolled his ankle apparently. Andrews has been up and down all year. Like
Ingram, you could kind of replace him with Edwards, though.
I'm just saying, when you start getting hurt, man, look at the Eagles.
Gus Edwards is not bad.
I'm not saying he's bad. I'm just saying, when injuries add up, man, it's hard to get over that hump. Especially when you're going to play potentially...
With Mark Andrews, you kind of can replace him with, what's the other fucker's name?
Boyle, and they have another guy.
They
got tight end. I'm not saying they don't. I'm just saying... It's like having... Who's a good one? Trying to think of a good comparison right now. I don't know.
Like, what do you mean?
Yeah,
it's like having Gronk, but then you still have Aaron Hernandez.
Whoa!
I would rather have Gronk than Aaron Hernandez. Not saying Aaron Hernandez ain't good, but who are you gonna be?
Aaron Hernandez was faster and he had better hands than Gronk.
No.
Yes, easily. He was faster than Gronk. Easily.
I'll give him maybe the speed, but he wasn't bigger.
No, I didn't
He wasn't going to block.
I didn't say block.
Okay, but that's things that tight ends do.
But if you're talking about catching, I'm talking Aaron Hernandez easily. They don't run. They don't run.
One thing he does is better than all the things.
Patriots don't run the ball.
But he blocks. Gronk blocks. That's protection.
But when does he block? When they run. He don't fucking block when Tom Brady...
I'm just saying when
he's his best receiver.
Okay, but I'm talking about Mark Andrews. He's your best tight end. And then you have these Aaron Hernandezes that are good, but are they Mark Andrews?
But are you really going to throw to Doyle and
yes, they don't have very good wide receivers. Marquise Brown has one move.
Snead?
That's a streak.
Snead? You're not throwing to Snead?
He's a streaky guy, too.
You can throw him on a fucking...
That's why Lamar led the league. He was 6 or 7 in rushing this year.
Yeah, as a quarterback.
Mark Cuban was 7, 8? He was not far back.
He was out of the top 10.
He was not far back,
12. He was good. He still got 1,000 yards.
He wasn't far back from Lamar.
I'm just saying, when you're run heavy, I don't know. I'm interested. They only have to play Tennessee.
Don't say like that.
I'm going with that. It's like,
it's just Tennessee. It's a warm-up game.
Number one defense in rush.
Tennessee.
Derrick Henry ran all over them.
Okay, but also
they're fourth.
Okay,
they're
but
fourth.
you hold on. You're taking that you're taking that one thing and you're running with it as if they just completely beat the crap out of the Patriots. Honestly, if the Patriots had any offense, they probably could have won that game.
It's not their fault.
Okay, go to Baltimore.
And what if they stop Lamar Jackson?
You're saying that's a big if.
What did they do?
If.
What did they? You didn't think Tennessee was beating Patriots.
I didn't, and they barely beat them by a touchdown.
I honestly thought
a game is a game, no matter what it is in the playoffs.
It tells a game tells a lot. They're not gonna tell me like right now. Seattle, either they're really good or no. Hold on. Seattle's either not very good and they're not gonna make a big run, or the Eagles, if they weren't hurt, are a really good team. If the Eagles weren't so hurt, they could have won, right?
No, agreed. Yeah, I think we all agree that.
Oh, do we though?
I agree that if Carson Wentz is in there,
they probably win.
They win. Dude.
Okay, so that's what I'm.
Just the game that was played. The game that was played, if Carson Wentz was in,
that's what I'm saying. Though that's what I'm saying is I think the Patriots' offense ain't that good.
I'm agreeing with that. I think their
defense was
better than their team. I don't know how they made the record that they were. I didn't think they were that good.
Defense-wise,
and that's what you got to remember too is what. And I'm not taking away from the Patriots, but you beat who's in front of you. Fair enough.
Yeah.
But come on, man, that division is so weak.
I can't say that Tennessee has no chance because they had no chance.
They have a chance.
They didn't have a chance to get the Patriots.
Everybody's got a puncher's chance.
I'm not saying they did. No, that's the thing. I didn't think they weren't gonna win, but I also was like, I wouldn't have been like, I'm not surprised they won.
Come on,
I'm really not.
You were talking all that business yesterday on that.
If I was gonna bet on that game,
you would go in Patriots.
I'm taking Patriots. Yes,
I was
10 out of 10.
Smart bet.
Yes, that's a smart bet. Any better is like, I'm taking New England in New England anytime. Like, that is an easy, soft bet.
I guess you're right, because I probably wanted to bet for Tennessee, but I was going for Tennessee.
Yeah, I was going for Tennessee, too. I'm tired of New England. Like, I'm not hating on their successes. I'm going
to say this right now. Jets winning that division next year.
Nah. Yeah. You're just talking about Le'Veon leaving. Now they're going to be playoff.
Are they going to really get rid of Le'Veon?
Probably, according to you.
Seems like
I think the Eagles and Steelers. I think they win their division.
I think
they with that weak ass.
It's too early to be predicting.
They had a nasty quarterback situation. I think Ben Roethlisberger and have
really
Le'Veon again. Woo, Le'Veon and Connor. That's a dynamic duo. That's a running back by committee that they could win.
I don't know. They were injury prone. Yeah, Steelers.
That was unfortunate.
Busted up. Everybody's busted up.
Yeah, Connor really never made a full recovery, and
Juju didn't.
Juju. I think Juju probably had his eyes open to a lot of things. One, it's not easy without AB. AB maybe have his other problems, but when it comes to performing on the field, anybody would take his performance on the field. Maybe no, AB
for sure.
So with AB and Juju being number 2, I think Juju's like, dang, sorry James Washington and.
Well, you talking about AB going to?
No, I'm just saying Juju's got his eyes open.
Oh, okay.
Like he was like, man,
I need to be number 1. Basically.
Okay,
it's harder to be number 1 than you think it is.
I'm trying to figure out. For some reason, when you said AB, I was thinking Odell. I was like, what are you talking about?
Well, then I'm still kind of in there because it's kind of hard to see what he could have done because we didn't have Ben all season either. So, that.
I mean, that is true.
They do have to get a quarterback in there eventually because how long is Ben Roethlisberger going to be there?
Year.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think it's done with the conventional quarterbacks.
He's done.
Ben Roethlisberger was kind of like a front runner. Him and Donovan for quarterbacks, and Vic was like on that verge.
But Roethlisberger wasn't scrambling and taking off. It's just it was hard to take him down.
It was like Cam Newton.
Like a sack wasn't going to happen one guy at a time. Like you had to gang up on him to get a sack.
Like Cam wasn't really the fastest, but he could be elusive. It wasn't like crazy speed.
I don't know, man.
Where's Cam going?
I think he stays. I think he stays for two reasons. One, you already got a semi-decent quarterback that's probably going to come back healthy this year. You know, he's not played all season, so he should be healthy.
They don't have no receivers.
On the second thing, he's not getting paid that much. You know, you're bringing in a new coach. Let him have at least Cam Newton for a year.
Who's their coach?
They don't have one yet.
Well, Ron Rivera was their coach.
Washington.
Ron Rivera was their coach. I thought he was been gone. But.
Nope.
Who's their receivers? Like DJ Moore?
DJ Moore, Dante Samuel, or whatever.
No, that's
Sanfran. What's that?
No,
Debo Samuel.
Debo Samuels. Isn't that?
No, that's Sanfran.
That's Sanfran.
You're right.
Debo Samuel.
You're right. You're right.
Greg Olsen, and you got Christian McCaffrey.
Greg Olsen still plays? Is that boy like 40?
He's not that old, but he's old.
Who's their running back? McCaffrey?
McCaffrey.
I don't know.
Starts? You think?
Huh?
Cam starts next year?
Yeah. You seen what Kyle Allen could do? Not much. Yeah. Again, another example. He went in, was hot. He was like 5-1 or 4-1 right away, and then once they figured him out, he didn't win another game.
How was the Steelers quarterback? He had a little run too.
That's what we haven't mentioned him earlier. Delvin Hodges. Whenever he first came out, I was like, oh, he's the answer. And then we get past our little hot game streak, and I'm like, who is this guy? Like, you know what I mean? And I listened to the Steelers podcast too, and they're saying he wasn't very good. And I was like, they're just talking. They turned out to be right. I was like, yeah. And that's a real big eye opener. Like, obviously, we need to develop ourselves in the quarterback position. And
does anybody in the league have a good backup? Bridgewater's the best.
Jaguars.
Bridgewater and.
Bridgewater's not bad. If he has to go in, he could do
those
something.
The best fucking backups.
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
Yeah, that's about it.
Like, who's Brady's backup? No one knows.
Nobody.
I don't even know.
Who's Dak's backup? No one knows. Rush.
Yeah.
Who is y'all's backup?
Cooper Rush. We didn't know who the fuck the Eagles' backup was until fucking.
Yeah, I honestly didn't know that.
Baltimore has RG3. I mean, at least he's similar
Hawkins from the Redskins.
Oh, Daskin.
Hawkins.
Yeah.
He wasn't a bad backup. He wasn't like crazy.
I don't know, man. I think that I'm just sad. I hate this time of year, man. Like now there's 8 teams.
I'm not really sad.
There's 8 teams, and if I were to pick one out of the 8 teams that I want to win, oh man,
H-Town. I want DeAndre Hopkins to get a Super Bowl.
I just don't know if they're going to go all the way.
No, they're not.
I guess Seattle. I like Russell Wilson, man. I really do like Russell.
I like that team too.
Like, I just like what he's done. I love Pete Carroll. He was a Trojan.
I like hardball too. I like the hardballs.
That would be cool if it was Seattle versus Baltimore. Did you know, up till tonight, there's 5 bird teams in the league.
Yeah, they're 10-0.
They were 10-0
until tonight
in the playoffs until tonight at home.
Okay, yeah, I saw that.
Eagles were the first team to lose at home.
I see that.
Mm.
So Ravens should win.
They don't have. Well, no. There would. What do you mean? No, I'm talking about when they verse each other.
Oh,
when a bird versus a bird.
Okay.
So you got the Falcons, you got the Cardinals, you got the Seahawks, the Ravens, and the Eagles.
Okay.
And when they play each other, which Baltimore can't play anybody except in the Super Bowl.
Right.
But up to that point, there
so
were.
So who got AFC Championship?
Chiefs in Baltimore.
What do you build?
Man, I think it's anybody's game. If I got to be biased just because this is my grandpa's team, I got to go the 49ers, and I think it's going to be the Seahawks on the other side.
Wait, that's the same side. That's NFC.
Okay, I know what I was thinking.
And that could happen. The Niners and the Seahawks can play each other still.
So somehow, so I'm going to go, and I just don't know if I see...
Because you got Houston and you got Tennessee too.
Yeah,
it's just Tennessee, Baltimore, Chiefs.
Man, I'm going to have to go all in on the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs are going to go.
Chiefs?
It's not a bad... That's like a comfortable pick. because they're the one team that has the most experience right now out of the AFC.
Trying to remember on my last podcast who I chose. But I think I just chose Chiefs as a division winner, which I mean that was an obvious pick, but
Yeah, it's pretty hard not to pick them.
I got Tennessee AFC, and I'm going like I said Packers. Who they play? Packers play.
They play Seattle.
I think they're gonna.
I feel like Seattle's gonna go in there and win.
I feel like Packers Tennessee. Fuck it, go with her pick.
And then
give him $50.
And then
good.
I think it's gonna be a Niner Seahawk championship. That's the championship.
Oh, that's the AFC. That's the NFC championship. You think that's the championship all the way?
And then the AFC is the Chiefs and Ravens.
I'll pick Tennessee.
And then I think I'm gonna. I think the Chiefs are gonna win because I already called it that something's gonna happen. Like I think the Ravens are a little more depleted than we think they are.
I got Tennessee, Houston, AFC. Then I got both of the lower seeds beating the.
No, that's definitely good.
Yeah, I don't think that's it.
One thing for sure
Could be wrong,
is
but I don't think that's
I
it.
know whoever's sponsoring and hosting that game would be so pissed.
Packers.
Those are low numbers.
And then Packers against who's San Francisco play?
The Vikings.
Yes, Packers Vikings. NFC. What are they? West.
North.
NFC North.
Oh, it could be the North. Oh, so the North and
South.
and the West are the only two teams left.
Yeah.
And then
cool.
you have the South has 2 teams left. The AFC South has 2 teams, and then you have the West and the North. So no AFC East left, no NFC East left, no NFC South left.
Yeah, I'm going Tennessee, Texans.
And then I'd probably put the Chiefs versus the Niners.
We got all that. There's the fucking Chiefs, nigga.
No, I think the Niners get it
They're
done,
well
man.
rounded. You know,
I like the Niners.
and you know, like that was my grandpa's team, so that's what I'm gonna cheer for. But honestly, I don't. It's not gonna. I don't care who wins. As long as it wasn't the Patriots, I don't care who wins.
Yeah, Patriots and Eagles are the only 2 teams I didn't really get for. That's unfair.
And well, okay, I got it. On the flip side of, I'm pulling for the 49ers for personal reasons.
Right.
I gotta say, and I'm sorry to you guys out there, but their fans are annoying. Their fans.
I think all the fans are
Oh my
annoying.
goodness.
Nah, hell,
Yes.
Dolphin fans aren't annoying.
Niner
Yeah,
fans.
they are.
What are
They
they talking about?
beat the Patriots and then I think they won the Super Bowl. Like, chill. You won the
Bengal fans
game.
aren't annoying.
Yeah, they
I was a
are.
Bengals fan.
I think I know one Bengals
I know a
fan.
few, 2.
But I'm just saying, I think this is my thing.
The worst fans are the Raiders.
No, I think any fan that goes out of their way to make it seem like their team's the best all the time, like, I can't stand that fan. Like, that's a fan I don't want to be friends with because it's like, okay, you won. Enjoy your win. But to go and gloat like you just did something, like if you win the Super Bowl, that's the bragging rights.
Yeah. Then
Okay? Cool. If you bet your homie on a side bet, like we play each other, Steelers versus Cowboys, I beat you, you beat
we
me.
play next year. We won that game.
Yeah, we go to that game.
All right.
But if
We're not playing that next year, are we?
yeah, we
Yeah,
are
in
at home
Dallas.
too.
Well, what's up?
So like if we
Can
bet,
we do a podcast at the stadium?
if we bet and like you beat me or I beat you, like cool, like haha, I beat Bill, like whatever, like cool, I get that. But when you just beat a team, then you're just like it's annoying.
Nah, if we beat the Patriots, I would have been all over social media. Say, fuck Bear Cut.
Nah, I would.
Fuck
See, that's the
Bears.
kind of I don't like that. It's
fuck
like,
them two niggas.
but why? Like, what does it matter?
Because
now, if we would have beat the Patriots and not made the playoffs, then what? Now you look like an idiot because your team sucks.
we beat them.
We didn't beat them.
But if we did, that's how I would feel.
I'm just saying, like that's every person that's a fan of any team. That's where it goes over the top. It's like, okay, you won a game, like I'm excited too, but I'm not running to go and like be like, we're going to the Super Bowl, we're the
Super Bowl
best
bound.
team.
Super
Did
Bowl
you
bound.
see us? And I'm like,
I'm not saying that. I'm
Start
talking
the
about
season
Tex Bear
2-0
and
Super Bowl
Felipe
bound.
like, fuck you and fuck the Patriots.
I think they're done, man. I think even Belichick might step down.
You think
Like,
if Brady
I think
goes, then
he's
he goes
done.
away too?
I feel like it, man, because think of his situation. Who's he got?
Nope.
The defense.
Ain't good enough to carry a whole squad. Look, it didn't.
Well,
You got
yeah,
Tom Brady, and
look
you
how it
didn't
is
have
now.
enough.
That's true.
Like, it's just, when you're so accustomed to winning, could only imagine how hard it would be to switch back to just, like, mediocrity.
to be in a, yeah.
Like,
Like,
it's kind of hard, man.
some people have to do it, though.
Like, I think it
Patriots
was
have to do it eventually.
Colin Cowherd. He said, you guys that have not appreciated the last 20 years or even last 10 years or even last 5 years, think about it. In the last 5 years, you had Golden State Dynasty. 5 years. Now they're not anything anymore. That dynasty's ended. Okay? This last year they're done. Okay, hold on, hear me out. And then last 10 years, you had who'd you have?
In the NBA?
No.
Yeah,
Who was
Patriots.
another team that was just dominating the last 10 years?
Yankees.
No. It was it? No, the Yankees didn't even make it to the World Series this decade. This is the first decade ever that they've never made it to one World
Really? I
Series.
didn't think.
Yeah, there was another team. Dang, I feel like an idiot.
Only other team is Cleveland.
No, maybe it was the LeBron
I
era.
was gonna say,
I was like,
LeBron.
okay, I was trying.
LeBron. But anyways, and now you have New England that's been running for 20 years. Like, you will see another Golden State. Like, they ran 5 years.
5 years.
You'll see another team run the league for 5 years. It might be Milwaukee. It could be
Yeah,
Clippers.
yeah.
okay.
Might be the Lakers, aren't they? Aren't they real hot? Right
Yeah. Well, maybe not 5 years, but there's potential. You're right.
See, I like how you pointed at me with the Lakers. Yeah.
No, no, no,
I was like, yeah, Lakers for sure for me.
No. According to the trash.
But like, you have these times where it's still doable, but 20 years. That's if Brady and them decide to call it done, which either whether or not they do or they don't.
20 years, you're only looking at like the Lakers, probably though. that are
But
20
think
years.
about it. Think about this. You got a quarterback. He's potentially one of the best. He never really got hurt except that 1 year he accidentally tore his ACL when they rolled on it. 1 year. You're in a division that none of the three other teams simply could ever get it together.
I'll agree with
Ever get it together.
Yeah.
And then you were in the AFC, which is, let's be honest, considerably weaker than the NFC when it comes to competition.
Okay.
And then you have a coach that's considered one of the best. Like, think of how many things had just worked out for the
how many things aligned?
What are we getting at?
You'll never probably see that again.
In NFL?
Anything. Think about 20 years.
It's a long time.
That's a long time for things just to go right. Especially like the fact that you got a guy, Tom Brady, that happens to marry a billionaire wife, that he's able to talk to Bob Kraft and them and say, hey, I'm good. Let's take care of the rest of the team and I'll take a pay cut. Let's make sure we're good. Let's win these Super Bowls. How many guys? Look at Dak Prescott. You think he's going to take a pay cut for the team?
No.
Exactly. Do you see?
But did Troy Aikman?
That's different time, different era.
He didn't take a pay cut.
I'm just okay, but think about
There's
now.
not another quarterback that took a pay cut besides Tom Brady.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say is nobody does that.
I mean, 20 years, you could look at, there's a few teams that did it in 20 years. Like the Yankees, 90s to 2010s, they were dominant. That was a
Okay,
dominant
but
era.
you're talking about a league that has no cap.
That was a dominant era.
Yeah, that's true.
The 90s
That's
through 2010, that was the Lakers.
Not necessarily. You had the Bulls in the 90s,
I mean, Lakers won two.
and the Lakers only won 5 in 10 years, and since then haven't done anything.
I didn't say from now to then. I said 90s to 2010.
But they didn't do anything.
It was the Showtime, early 90s. Early 2000s was Kobe and fucking Shaq.
But you're talking about two separate teams.
How can you do it otherwise? You can't do it
Exactly. That's what I'm
otherwise.
trying to tell you is you have one coach, one quarterback, one team, and that was it.
Okay,
Kobe-
then you'll never see it again.
Exactly.
Because there's no way another quarterback's going to stay for 24 years. There's no way.
It's just
Kobe
not-
tried for 20 and he couldn't do much. It was hard.
Kobe stayed for, I think, 96
to 2013.
13, so he did like 17 years.
7.
It's just hard.
No, he did 20. He did the whole 20. He did 20 years.
It's just so hard for somebody to.
So whatever the
like I
20
said,
years.
it's just hard for things to line up so perfectly.
The way that they did.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I thought you were talking about like a franchise.
Because
Like,
they've
come on,
won,
bro.
I think,
Easily.
altogether in 20 years, they've won 17 division titles. 17 in 20 years with the same guys.
I think you put like the Steelers in that division, they could win 17.
But that's what I'm saying, though, bro.
Their division's weak.
Well, that's what I'm just saying. Like, think of the
Everything
picture.
that-
Milwaukee probably could
lined
do
up.
it. Milwaukee Bucks with Giannis, they probably could do it because that division's weak. That whole fucking conference is weak, so they could really dominate. They could
They
win.
could, but they would have to start winning titles. Because think about Tom Brady. He's been doing it for 20
But if they win like their
years.
division, they could win 17 straight.
I think in the 20 years, he had made it to, was it 13 or 14 AFC championships?
I don't think anybody will be able to do it in the NBA until LeBron retires.
You know, he hadn't lost before the AFC championship in 10 years.
Yeah,
Before tonight,
Yeah, before yesterday, he had not lost in 10 years to go to the AFC. That's a lot of
I
time.
don't see a quarterback doing what Tom Brady did. Tom Brady's probably should be Hall of Fame now.
Is he the greatest athlete of all time?
No.
Who's the greatest? I think we talked about this last time, huh?
Michael Jordan.
Jordan?
You got to give Michael Jordan his credit. He was a fucking phenomenon. He was global. Like Tom Brady, I'm not saying Tom Brady's not global. Michael Jordan put a fucking.
Who's your top 3 quarterbacks of all time?
Of all time? Let's see. I mean, you just go with you obviously got to go Joe Montana.
You don't have to go Joe Montana if you don't
I'm
want
just
to.
kidding. I don't know if you heard what I said, so I didn't say it that loud.
What'd you say, motherfucker?
Yeah, hey Tony Romo.
Nah,
Niggas lost. Bill Roethlisberger.
I coughed.
Hangman ain't top 10.
I just want y'all to feel good, right?
Nah.
So going Dan Marino, Joe Montana, and it's got to be Tom Brady.
That was his.
That was the other
that was
homies,
those
too.
two. I might change the Aaron Rodgers one, bro.
I know this will pick Aaron
I was a
Rodgers.
little intoxicated. I always said Aaron Rodgers, bro. I said Peyton, Aaron Rodgers, and who did I say the other one?
Dan Marino.
I said Dan Marino, Peyton Manning, and I'm gonna say something different, bro. Fuck, I'm gonna
Right.
Joe Montana.
That's pretty much the same except Brady and
I don't like
Peyton.
Brady that much.
I don't like Brady either, but
I don't like Brady
Yeah,
either.
you gotta
I'm a
give
Peyton
credit
Manning
where credit's
real.
due.
It's like
I'm a heavy
LeBron.
Peyton Manning fan.
I don't like LeBron,
You respect
But
it?
he's-
but
good
I
at what he
can I
does.
can respect that he was one of the best athletes of all time.
He's
I don't
three.
like Brady at all.
Top 3
But
best
you got to,
athlete.
you got to give credit where it's due.
Because yeah, you'll put Brady, LeBron, and Jordan top 3.
I guess my biggest thing is when it comes to
But you also
athletes,
got
there's
Serena
one thing
Williams.
that every athlete shares in common. And the only thing that I could think of, well, it's not the only thing I can think of, but it's W's.
Yeah.
The one thing any athlete, professional or non, is W's. That's all that matters.
Serena and Tiger got to be in the conversation as well, and Muhammad.
But that's why I hold LeBron. Like everyone's like, oh, why are you so hard on LeBron? I know, but at the end of the day, I get it. His teams weren't that good, but at the end of the day, it's like, okay, well, regardless of the situation, it's still about W's.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what it boils down to.
That was probably the 5: LeBron, Muhammad, Jordan,
Tiger.
Tiger, and Serena. I think I said 6, but fuck it.
I don't know.
You're not even put Mayweather out there?
Nah, hell, nah.
So if you had the number 1 pick and you were able to start a franchise with any player from
Any
any
sport.
era to start a football team, who are you starting with?
Football team.
Here you go.
Yeah.
Any player of anything, you got the
Any
number 1
player.
pick
Adam.
out of all eras.
Did they get injured?
No, you got them at their prime.
Okay,
Number 1 pick.
I got mine.
Who is it?
Sanders, Barry Sanders.
Barry? Oh, I thought you were gonna say Dion.
Nah, Dan never got hurt. He was go, but I want Barry Sanders. I want to run it
Man,
back.
if I was one of them.
Larry Allen.
Well, I was thinking old school, but I'm trying to think new era. I'm trying to think.
Me too. There's
There's a lot of years to think about.
Yeah, they're like 50.
Barry plays full seasons without retiring.
You just need him for 1 year.
We just gotta go Bo Jackson.
Oh, that's
Bo
tough.
Jackson.
Yeah,
That's not a bad one.
Bo Jackson's nasty.
I'm going Jim Brown.
That was nasty too.
That's my guy.
That's a nasty.
I'm going him at 10 out of 10 times.
You could pick Walter, Jim Brown, Barry, Bo. You could pick.
And if I had to pick a leader from the defensive side,
oh, that's easy. No, it's not. That's not that easy.
that's pretty tough for me. But I think I know who I'd want.
I have a feeling too that maybe.
Is it newer era?
It don't
guy?
matter. Again,
No, I'm asking you.
It's a fairly newer
Yeah,
guy.
mine's in like.
Is he from the Bears?
No.
Not playing right now.
No,
Former Bears.
no,
mine's not for me.
Mine's not a Bear.
I was thinking Erlach. I thought you were gonna say Erlach.
no. I'm not a homer like that. I'm not saying he wasn't good, but I don't think he's like in the legendary. That's what I'm looking at. I got my legendary guys, and then you got like your all pro guys.
Who you got?
Man, y'all just call me biased, but I'm gonna go Mean Joe Green.
Okay, that's
That's not a bad
That's not
pick
fine.
though. That is really not a bad
Who you
pick.
got?
I'm going Ray Lewis.
Motherfucker!
I go
That's me too, dog.
I'm
I
going
was
Ray Lewis.
thinking Ed Reed and Ray Lewis. Those are the only two players I can think of in the top of my head.
Ray
And
Lewis.
Warren Sapp. I like Warren Sapp too.
Ed Reed. He was
Yeah.
too.
He wouldn't have been bad. I don't think I would have went secondary so early because I feel like secondary there's
You can
so
plug anybody in.
many
Yeah,
people.
You can plug in
Like you
anything.
could throw Darrell Revis in there. You could throw Dion. You got Ronnie Lott. You got
Yeah, there was
there's just too many.
But Ray
I'm
Lewis-
looking leader in the pack. Like he's the guy.
I knew you were gonna pick him too when you said that. I was like, I'm thinking the same motherfucker this fool is.
Yeah, Ray Lewis is like probably my like top defensive player of
Favorite
all time.
players ever,
Yeah,
bro.
he's pretty sick, man.
Fucker's a badass. And he runs that defense like, you better listen to this nigga or he might beat your ass. Like,
He might kill you and get away with it.
Yeah, he was pretty
No,
sick,
no
man.
shots fired.
I was glad that he.
No pun intended. That's what I meant.
yeah, he's
Yeah, no pun intended. It's all good.
He's great.
He got away with it. He's just another OJ.
Loved it fit.
But yeah, I would have picked the same player you did. Other than that, the defense, like I said, Warren Sapp. Probably the other guy. Even Julius Peppers, probably.
Defensive lineman?
Or what's the dude from Miami that used to play the white guy, Jason Taylor? Liked him too. It wasn't great, but
I don't know who I'd start off with. The lineman.
offensive.
Defensive.
Oh, defensive.
There's a lot there too, man.
Probably.
I mean, there was even Reggie White. There was.
Fuck, he's not a lineman. I was gonna say LT, but he's a
There's
lineman.
Michael Strahan.
I was like, he was definitely running back.
No,
I thought I was saying when he said LT.
no,
Oh, here's a
linebacker.
linebacker.
Yeah, Michael
Nah.
Strahan was top 5.
Yeah, he was pretty good himself. There was,
DeMarcus Ware too. I mean, you can't knock the guy. He
No.
was- what is he like? Top 5 in sacks all time.
something like that.
So you can't.
I mean, I wouldn't even
Can't really
put.
knock him out.
I would put Khalil Mack in there. Like he's
Mack?
that good. Khalil Mack
Why?
is one of the best.
well, that's not. You can't knock him out. He's
He's
fucking.
just so hurt all the time. And I know we said not injuries, but still, like, I think when you get hurt, man,
hey,
It's
Patrick
just
Wilson
it's just a
too.
repetitive cycle.
Patrick Wilson was an injury fucker, but he was a beast.
yeah, that's why he retired early.
He's fucking
Because he
beast.
was just getting hurt
Yeah,
too
he was
much.
really good. There's a lot of people. Steelers had Troy Polamalu.
He was a beast.
a lot of them great.
2020, man. What's your big plans?
Man, you know,
I know one big plan. Still a Cowboy game, so we're about
that's definitely going. We've already been talking about with Joseph and all those guys from the Blitz and all that were in that group chat. We've all
I
been-
left that chat.
Yeah, and that was real dramatic. There was a lot of.
Well, it's just, no offense, we got like 5 chats that have all the same people.
And then you get the same snaps over
Yes,
and over and, over. And
yeah, Daniel.
DQ. I was gonna say.
Dugers.
Okay, I wasn't
It's-
gonna name drop, but for
No, I
Daniel,
don't know. We've been name dropping Daniel every episode.
like 10 episodes, and you probably don't even know.
Yeah, you don't watch, so you don't even
You
know.
don't even know.
But yeah, I'm just like, I don't need to hear this 10 times. Like
I see the same thing.
yeah, I'm good. So
But-
2 times is like already a lot.
But yeah, I'm
too.
down for the Steelers.
But dude, yeah, so we
I'm
were
wearing the
talking
Steelers
about that.
jersey for the Cowboy Steelers game.
I've got one if you need to borrow one. I got
Troy
about seven.
Polamalu.
I've got one of those.
I wear other team jersey every time we play.
Well,
I wore the Rams.
No, I'm
the
down.
Vikings.
I say like we should because okay, so March I think is the day that they release
Tickets.
the actual day or
Yeah.
the day that they
Okay.
play and the tickets.
Yeah.
Like they're like within the same week, so like
They're super cheap.
we should definitely be on the prowl for that.
And I don't want to do like the party pass. I want
do good seats.
No, that's
super
what I'm
good
saying.
seats, bro.
If you buy a row, that would be probably the best thing to do.
like a 50-yarder or something.
Oh, I did a 50 row. I was like, I think the most it goes is like 12.
I was like, no, make it 50.
But that's what I was gonna say too. Is so we do that, and then we could probably rent an Airbnb.
Well, see, and that's what I was talking about. These guys, like, man, we gotta
Airbnb's
seriously
fire.
commit because there's been times where like the last Cowboys Steelers game that was in Pennsylvania, we had like 15 people said they want to go, and come down to it, only 3 of us committed. It's like.
Well, that's what I was gonna get at.
It's probably going to be us 3, bro.
No, but this is what you do: is when you buy your ticket early. So let's say there's 10 of us. Well, if we tell everybody, like let's say tonight, hey, everybody needs to come up with like $500 for March, whatever. That's all you need is at least $500. So that way, when March comes and the tickets come out, you give me your money. Boom! Everyone that buys their tickets now pretty much committed.
Yeah, if you don't, guess what? That $500 goes into nothing.
Well, no, you already got a ticket.
Yeah, it's a nothingness.
Yeah, like you could sell your ticket, but then you're probably gonna lose money out.
Yeah.
And 500 is probably extreme, but I mean, you're being comfortable.
That's like buying the drinks for the crib and the Airbnb and the tickets. Like,
well, I just don't like when people want to go and then they want to buy their tickets at the last second, like a month before.
Yeah, and we've had that. Well, it all comes down to this Cowboys game, and we had that problem where we're looking for tickets on the road to Pennsylvania. It's like when we had planned it out the whole season, this is when we're going to go, and then dwindled down to the last couple of weeks or last week, everybody's like, oh, we're not going. So they're like, well, now we only need 3 tickets,
Yeah, I say like by March, everybody, that's 2 months, 3 months away. Get your stuff together. That way, when the day comes, that literally that day, boom.
Buy some good ass fucking tickets.
Buy 10 tickets or whatever. And
guess what? We're fucking going to have
the Airbnb can wait.
I say, what I told the other group is like, you just save $50 a page. I mean, it's something small, but over time, something you won't notice that you saved it, and then now all you have all this money for only the ticket. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because then after that, you can save your money for the Airbnb,
and
which we all
Airbnbs
split.
are fucking crazy. They're not extreme fucking. They're not crazy with it.
No, and if you have enough people, it's not that much of a cost.
Yeah, we had like 10 of us, probably 7 of us, for a nice Airbnb, and we only paid like $75.
Yeah, that's how we were when we went to Phoenix. We had the 4 of us in the Airbnb, and it was like $70 for 3 nights a person. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. We go Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. That's 3 days. That's not asking for a vacation hardcore.
Yeah.
You got enough time. I hope it's the game of the season opener.
I don't think they'll put it that soon, but
I hope so.
I think they might.
I would like it.
Steelers wasn't that great.
Because
Cowboys wasn't that great. They might just like.
I would prefer it because everybody's healthy.
You know where it's not. It's gonna be a division game for us.
What are you talking about?
Did we play a division game this week?
Oh yeah, we usually open up with a division game, but
I wouldn't mind it, but
what else you got going on?
So I just got that. I'm out for hike it. Got knee surgery coming up on the 24th. I don't actually know if I told you that.
Dang, I seen on your snap.
Okay, that's
ACL.
right. ACL's torn, both meniscus.
And this is from that tournament, bro?
Okay, so
damn.
2 years ago.
Yeah, so we had that tournament. I don't know if you remember, I went to the hospital, or not the hospital, but I went to a walk-in clinic the Monday, 2 days later. Took scans, they're like or they did x-rays, not scans, I should say. And they're like, oh, we think you tore your MCL, no surgery, you're good. Freaking, a couple months went by, then there was my wreck, I don't know if I re-aggravated it, hurt it again. I just never got better. And then finally, I was just like, I'm just going to get it looked at. The first day I go to see Latimer, he's like, yeah, your ACL's torn. He's like, we'll get an MRI, but I'm pretty sure it's torn. So I go for my MRI, and he's like, so what do you think? When he was asking, I was like, well, if you say it's torn, I believe you've been doing this for a long time. He's like, yeah, it's torn, and both your both your meniscus are torn along with your ACL. And he said that if I don't get this fixed then I'll end up needing a total knee replacement. He's like, you can't be doing no activities and no nothing. I was, because I've been, I played high kick last year.
You played high kick, you've been playing softball, you've been doing a lot of stuff.
So major surgery on the 24th, so.
On both knees?
No, just my left knee only.
Because he said both his meniscus were teared.
Yeah, my lateral and medial.
Okay.
So.
I was like, damn, both knees? What are you fucking?
No, my right knee.
You need to ride to work. $50, I'll take you every day.
I know, but luckily, I've got the week off, the week that I've got surgery, so hopefully I'll recover, and then.
Bro, you're gonna be out like 8 months.
Yeah, well, I meant 6 weeks.
Recover a little bit just to be able to do something.
Before I get back to work and before I can have to drive, so it's a good thing I got a new vehicle. Otherwise, I don't know how I would have shifted.
Yeah,
truck,
so it's automatic.
Yeah,
that's
work out that way.
It's not good, but I mean, I guess, man, it's well overdue.
Yeah, I know.
Torn ACL?
Basically, almost 2 years.
Yeah, about 2 years because it would.
I'm not
trying
to say anything bad, but you might need total knee replacement soon because I don't know if surgery's gonna fix it completely.
I don't know.
I hope.
We'll see. Come the 24th, once I go into the knife and
24th of this year, this month.
Yeah. So here about 20 days, a couple weeks.
That's crazy.
Need somebody take you home after fucking surgery done?
Yeah, I would imagine so, but.
Well, let me know. I'll take you home.
So, I appreciate it.
I'll fucking drive you off.
I might be all high on drugs. I don't know.
Well, guess what? You're high and I got beer, so we'll be fine.
Yeah. So what else you got? I guess recovery down here, huh?
Yeah, so recover,
dog.
Just some of my goals that I thought was like I'm gonna try to get back into running once I can. And
that's
2021 sounds like.
Yeah, that's
tough.
That's about it. Go to the game.
At least by the game, you should be at least like walking
right.
and
Are y'all
stuff.
playing Denver this year?
No. I looked at our opponents. We play y'all's division. Everybody from y'all's division we play. We got the
we play Arizona.
I want to go to other stadiums.
Me too.
Yeah, say.
Because you go to like Denver, I can go to Rome too.
Yeah, say I went to Denver Stadium. I went to Arizona Stadium. I went to y'all's stadium. I went to our stadium. That's it.
I went to Philly.
I want to go to Cali. Let's go to San Francisco Cowboy game.
Don't we play fucking San Fran? Let's go. Fuck it, dude.
We play them. We play in Seattle.
I'm down for Seattle.
I think that's who we play. I don't remember.
We
I
play that
didn't
division.
really
Yeah, we play that division. The only team we play that's not in that division is the Vikings. I think we play like them.
Oh yeah. And then we play y'all's division. I think we play y'all's division this year.
Yeah, probably.
We
We've
play
got y'all's
Baltimore.
division.
And we play Cleveland. We play Cleveland and Cleveland, I think.
They suck anyway.
Then we play what's the name at our house? The Steelers and fucking who's the other one in the other division?
Bengals.
That's a game that we have to go to. All
That'd
our
be
friends
dope.
are Cowboy fans, or at least a lot of my friends are, and a lot of trash talking going to be going.
But like I said, we should get at least a solid like 12. And like I said, just tell them, hey, this is a plan. This is what you got to do. If you don't have it on that day, I'm sorry, you can go, but you're going to go like you're going to have to probably get part. Yeah. You know what I mean? I don't like being disorganized and then a month before people are billing. It's like, nah, I want my ticket cheap and I want a good ticket.
And that's how we got this year when we went to the Cardinals-Steelers game. We're sitting in row 2. And we got those tickets the day they dropped. Before we knew Ben was going to get hurt, before all this stuff, we're like, well, let's get our tickets. And we got them at a pretty good price compared to what we paid before to sit further back. So I agree with that. Just get them right away.
Just get them done, and then you're pretty much obligated. Yeah, you're like, you're invested.
Yeah, it's like you put that much money in, I'm not going to be like, yo, I'm not going to go, bro. I'm sorry.
Well, if you do, you can sell your ticket, but it's like...
Phoenix, David.
But that's what I mean, is if you buy, like, say you buy your ticket, and then you decide right before, like, we got our tickets at a good deal, you have to try to make up your money, plus... we're still getting somebody to fill that void. Right. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're committed to 10. He bails, we're still getting probably 10. Or he's losing his money.
See, me, I'm not going to do that, though. I'm like, I like committing myself to something and doing it. Because if you don't...
Well, no, I'm not saying you're going to do that. I'm just saying another person. Like, if someone does that, they're already committed.
And their portion's paid for.
Yeah, like, it's like you're already halfway there. Just... another $100 you're probably getting to stay. Another $100 you're probably getting there coming back. And another $100 you gotta eat and survive for a week or a couple of days. So
Why should GQ be down?
I don't know. I haven't talked to him in a while. I haven't talked to nobody.
You know, I hadn't talked to him in a while. Well, I shouldn't say that. I finally went to his house and we were just hanging out, but I hadn't hung out with that dude in forever.
I FaceTimed today to see how he's
I haven't hung out with anybody in forever now.
I know. I seen your brother the other day. I was like, man, I miss hanging out with Joel. You know, I'm real happy for you and the choices you've made, but it's like, miss having you around.
I don't know, man. I guess I'm just at the point of I'm on a different path, dude. Like the whole everything else, I'm done, man. I don't even think I'm gonna drink again.
Yeah, that's super. I mean, I'm super proud of you for doing it because I couldn't do it. I couldn't even last a month, much less a whole year.
No,
you know what I mean?
No, I mean, it is what it is. I think I got bigger goals.
Bigger and better callings.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna benefit me any for what I really want to be doing.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I respect that.
It is, I don't mind hanging out, but, I guess my thing is nobody wants to hang out with me because I don't drink, and I'm cool with it, I don't mind, I can make my own plans, but I wish everybody would compromise to my wants a little bit,
instead of you always compromising to everybody.
Yeah, I did try, I was inviting y'all for the fights, y'all could drink, chill, whatever, but then there was never a time where y'all were like, hey, let's go do this, and it's I was not even getting invited no more. Anyways, I want to go on this little tangent of
go for it. Well, fuck yeah, I like this conversation. Where it's going.
No, I'm just saying. It's that's the thing. Everybody's getting all messed up, and I'm like, that's cool. You do you, but I don't want to be there. That's not my scenery.
And it is a little, not to say awkward, but I get what you're saying. It's uncomfortable, I guess. Just being around, being sober, and then everybody else is all drunk. It's just kind of annoying.
Yeah, I've been here whenever you guys were drinking and chilling, and I'm cool with it. But there's a point when it's just I'm over it. I'm okay, you guys are just drunk now, and y'all's conversations don't make any sense. And I'm not enjoying it because I'm completely sober.
Right.
I'm just I can
see that for sure. I've been.
This is whatever. But like I said, I'm always down to hang out. Even if it's not going golfing, there's going bowling. There's catching a movie. We can throw a grub. It's whatever. It's just, I ain't gonna lie either. With most of this stuff, I've been freaking busy as hell. With all of this, it's just, it's kind of been my second job.
I say, speaking of golfing, I tried Top Golf, and golfing's a lot harder than I thought. I was just I can't.
You never really golfed?
No, it was my first time swinging the club, I think.
Oh, that shit's fucking hard.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, this is me. I'm gonna put to that back post, and I freaking swing and miss the ball, and I was like, this is.
Oh, and that's not even golf.
Yeah,
it's fun golf, but it isn't golf golf.
Yeah, that's just hitting it just to hit it,
I fucking suck at golf.
Yeah, I freaking.
Nah, golf is cool. I love it.
It's a par 3. I hit fucking 10 shots and fucking even get it.
You just need to practice. You go out there and you're just whacking balls.
Ah, fuck it.
And then he wonder why he's mad.
Yeah. I didn't say I was happy. I was good. I wasn't bad or I wasn't good. I was just saying that's all I shoot. Fuck it.
No, it's cool.
I mean, it was fun. I'd be down to try again.
You got a golf.
Yeah, he's got lefties, so you're good there.
Oh yeah, I'm left-handed.
Yeah,
you're left-handed too. Yeah.
So you're good there. It's just a matter of going out there and trying, and it's not.
It's fucking fun.
It is fun.
It's fun to be out there hitting the ball.
Like we did today.
Even if you suck.
And it wasn't all.
You can't be any worse than I am. So.
And he's been playing for a year now.
Not quite. Wait till fucking Highgate weekend. That's when I first started.
Is that when you started?
That's when I started.
Dang, are you gonna play Highgate this year? You done?
I'm done.
I remember you retired, hung up.
I told the team I'm done, so I've been done.
This is his hung up.
This is my team now.
This is his hung up shit.
This is my squad. We're running shit.
Yeah, so I just thought I'd ask if anything changed.
No, I've been offered. I keep getting hit up. Not taking anything. I'm just I'm good. I don't want to get hurt. I'm already at the age of I have nothing left to prove.
Yeah, there's a few people that were about his age that got hurt, and just
I'm just I won last year, so I'm gonna be the Peyton Manning instead of Tom Brady.
So let's go out on top.
I'm on top later.
See you later.
So,
see you later.
All right.
I ain't liking Peyton Manning a little bit more, don't you?
No, I don't. I thought he sucked.
You're a fucking hater on Peyton.
I'm not. I think he knows how to decipher the defense really well, but other than that, he's a regular season. He's a regular season quarterback. I'm gonna leave it at that.
He has 2 championships, buddy.
So does LeBron.
3.
You're not comparing LeBron to Jordan.
You could.
No, you can't.
So does Roethlisberger, but
Yeah, see?
not very-
Roethlisberger.
But you know how the
You're not
season-
comparing Roethlisberger to Peyton Manning.
You know how the regular season numbers.
Gosh, whatever. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed today's podcast. The Cocksicle. Maybe it wasn't as exciting as we thought.
I say it wasn't bad. It was just like if I was eating like a pickle pop.
It really wasn't. I think it needed to be more defined.
Yeah.
I should have made like a molding of like a
cock.
vascular big old penis.
I should have bought a penis fucking mold.
I guess I didn't want to.
The mail carrier might have been like, "What's this for?"
It was a good idea in here, but in reality,
Yeah,
it really
So
wasn't.
next year we gotta pick a good ass fucking.
Like I would have rather you try to drink a gallon of milk and throw up all over the floor, and I would have had to clean it. That would have been more funny.
Yeah, so I was just trying to eat a.
You basically ate a
It was
popsicle,
delicious.
and that was it.
Yeah.
Like you had a good time.
Right, Byron, you had a good idea. We did not.
And if we did it wrong, like sure, show us maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
Sorry, it wasn't as fulfilling
Yeah,
as.
y'all gotta implement it better than what we did because we suck.
Yeah. Other than that, hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Leave a comment, like, subscribe,
Gang
share with
shit.
a friend. Till next time, Beard Bros out. Peace.